My parents always taught me to fear nothing, and it worked. I'm terrified of it. I see a complete stranger I feel compelled to talk to, but I freeze and say nothing. I see someone being victimized, and I feel like I should do something, but instead, I watch idly by and do nothing. Knowing the worst thing you can do in any situation is nothing. I fear the idea of having nothing, being nothing, becoming nothing. I think we all do. Perhaps when they said nothing is impossible, they meant overcoming it. I know that nothing is stopping me, but I can't seem to gather the courage to stop the nothing. The world grows more consumed by nothing, and we destroy what little we have of it to get as much nothing as we can afford. People are choosing nothing over anything at an alarming rate and expense. Tropical vacations promise for hundreds, if not thousands of dollars we can lay on the sand for days and do nothing. We run up expensive cell phone bills from long conversations about nothing. We take to social media. My heart goes out to, my thoughts and prayers are with, but what do we actually offer people in pain, people in need? Nothing. Billions of dollars spent every year on antidepressants and painkillers so that we can feel nothing. We pay for others to do what we are capable of doing ourselves. We shop at one massive store instead of several smaller stores. We drive on the highway at death-defying speeds, risking our lives and everyone else's, and we do this to allow as much time left in our day to do nothing. It's become a staple of American culture to get to a point in your life as early, as young, as wealthy as possible so that you might have the luxury of spending as much of the rest of your life doing nothing. People who can't walk fantasize about dancing. People who can't see fantasize about traveling the world. People who can't hear fantasize about listening to beautiful music or exchanging in meaningful words. But what do people who can see, can walk, can hear? What do they fantasize about doing? There was a time when they were burning books to keep people from reading. Now our libraries are empty. Our bookstores are closing. There was a time where you would wait weeks patiently for a beautiful handwritten letter, and our postal service continues to struggle financially because we have replaced pen, paper, and emotions with text, tweets, and emojis. There was a time where you would be killed for believing in any god. The only time anyone seems to pray is in hospitals, prisons, and casinos, making quick deals when all they really want is another dollar and another day alive to spend it. We live in a time that every one of us had ancestors upon ancestors who died to afford us the very freedoms that many of us have. And in this glorious, hard-fought time of liberation, this wonderful amusement park of life that someone else paid the ticket price for, what do we choose to do? Nothing. And I don't know about you, but it's pretty terrifying. I watch as more and more goes away, opportunities, options, people, and nothing comes along to replace them. I'm serious, like nothing comes to take them. And I wonder, how much longer can we continue to do nothing before there comes a point when there is nothing left that we can do? How much longer can we continue to aspire for nothing of ourselves before that is inevitably what we are known for, and what we leave behind? But I can tell you, as someone who came into the world with nothing and still has most of it left, nothing can work so beautifully if you just know how to use it. If you claim to be nothing, within that moment, you are allowing the possibility to be anything, because who has space for a future when your luggage is so jam-packed with all the negativity of your past? If you claim to know nothing, then the book that represents your life still has empty pages to be written by all the world's beautiful knowledge and wisdom. I mean, what can you possibly learn when you feel like you know everything? Well, you could have some guy randomly spend minutes of your life telling you about how dangerous nothing is. Because even people who claim to know everything apparently know very little about nothing. I don't claim to know how you spent last week, and I don't even care how you spent last night. I'm here with a warning to share with you in hopes of influencing how you spend tomorrow. First, let me remind you, you are not the accumulation of your yesterdays. You're the living potential of your tomorrows. You are everything you never said you couldn't be. If we continue to allow the nothing to consume our time and our attention, it will consume us entirely. Perhaps this warning will change the way that you are, to the extent that the people you associate with will notice a change in your behavior. Maybe so much so that they ask you, what did you hear? What did you see? What did it take to cause this incredible change in how you are with me and how you are in general? When they ask you, you can honestly tell them it took nothing. Because either we realize that making this world better takes nothing, or we allow nothing to take this entire world. Thank you.